guys. A few months ago, I indulged myself and bought something a little crazy, a little irresponsible, a little, oh my God, what were you thinking? You are crazy. I bought the One Fast Cat exercise wheel for cats. It is seriously a giant hamster wheel for cats. And they don't automatically know how to use it, so you have to train them. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my experience with the One Fast Cat exercise wheel. And I thought I'd even share with you a friend of mine's experience with it, because when I told her about it, she got one too. Yeah, I'm not the only crazy cat lady. So if you're not a crazy cat lady or a cat guy or a cat aficionado, that's it. Let's go with cat aficionado. If you are not a crazy cat aficionado, don't even watch this video because you'll hate it. But, let me tell you about it. So, super easy to set up. I watched a video on YouTube. They gave me directions. Really didn't take any tools, didn't take any time. I did it by myself, just me and my little hands. Very, very easy to set up. What did my cat just knock over? It comes in a few different colors. It is plastic. You just snap the pieces together. Very easy, very lightweight, but it does take up some space. It is 4 feet in diameter. So you need to have it someplace where you've got 4 feet of space. Now, I live in a 600 square foot apartment. So that's giving up some really valuable real estate. But you know who else lives in this 600 square foot apartment? A 24-pound cat who used to be an outdoor cat, and he's going bonkers. He's also 24 pounds. And I would like him to not be 24 pounds. So my goal was that we'd get him in shape. That hasn't worked out so well. But let me tell you about the training process. Cats, like people, need a little motivation to exercise. And they don't look at fashion magazines like we do, so they don't get that constant image of, you're wrong, your body shape is wrong, you have to be a different shape, you have to do this. They don't read on the internet that they have to get their heart rate up, you know, to be healthy. They don't know any of that stuff. So you gotta motivate them. And some cats are motivated by toys. Some cats are motivated by food. My young feral cat, Sequel. I got Sequel when he was 10 weeks old, past the age where he could be socialized. So he's always been wild. He's always been feral. And he does the best he can. He'll let me pet him a little bit, and you know, he likes that occasional stroke, but he doesn't want to be touched. He really just like tolerates humans just a little bit. That's kind of it. But he was really, really easy to train. He was motivated by toys. He's always down for playtime. He is loving chasing a feather toy. So when I teased him with a feather toy, it was pretty easy to get him to jump up onto the wheel and actually take a few steps. I'm lazy. I didn't always want to hold the feather toy. So sometimes I would switch to the laser pointer. The laser pointer worked pretty good, except that he's smart. And he'd hear the clicking of the laser pointer, and he'd turn and look at me. So instead of looking at where the laser's pointing at, he'd look at me, and he'd see the laser pointing from the laser toy, so that he'd just come right up and take the laser from my hand. So I had to move on from that. He was definitely food motivated as well. I got these little salmon treats. They're dehydrated salmon. That's all they are. There's nothing added to it. It's just a hydrated salmon. They stink to high heaven, but he loves them. So I could really get him motivated with that. And after getting him to use it, well, for a couple of weeks, I would always be training him, and he'd do it when I'd entice him onto it. But he wouldn't really do it for himself. He would just do it when I wanted to. You know, when I'd hold out a treat or a toy, then he would do it. It took a couple of months for him to really find the pleasure in it for himself, but once he did, he was off and running. Well, maybe not running. Running, not so much. You know, you see some of those videos on YouTube where these cats are just booking it. He's not doing that. But he does enjoy going for a walk a lot. He goes on it all the time. And one of the cutest things is when we wake up in the morning, he sleeps cuddled up to me because he doesn't mind a human when they're sleeping. He will get up about 6 in the morning, and I'm already awake, so that's fine. And the first thing he does is he goes right to the wheel and starts exercising. How awesome is that? So my little feral black kitten, well, 2 years old, he's not really a kitten anymore, he gets on the wheel every day and starts his day with going for a walk, and he really enjoys it. Now here's the thing that really surprised me about what happened when I trained Sequel to use the exercise wheel. We became closer. He really, really enjoyed the one-on-one time and the attention that I would give him, and it became where I didn't need to motivate him with food or with treats. What really motivated him was praise. So we reached the point where he would sit on the wheel and meow until I would walk over and say, "Good kitty." And as soon as I'd say, "Good kitty," he'd start walking. So now we refer to it as doing his good kitties. It's like, "Hey baby, you want to do your good kitties? Come on, let's do your good kitties. What a good kitty you are." And he just blossomed with the attention. So much so that now every morning after he does his good kitties, I can pick him up and I can hold him, and he will let me hold him and just relax into my arms, and he will purr and purr and purr. And it is just the most amazing thing to see that training him to use this wheel made him be a better pet. Now, as for my fat cat, Colby, well, you'd think by looking at the size of him that Colby would be motivated by food. Colby is not motivated by food. Colby is not motivated by toys. Colby is not motivated. But every once in a while, I can take the fresh catnip, and I get the fresh catnip, and if I hold that in front of him, and then simultaneously, while he's reaching for the catnip, I give the wheel a little nudge, a little push, I can get him to take a few steps. That's about the best I can do with Colby. I'm gonna keep at it. You know, it's a $200 item. It's not like I'm just gonna have it for a few weeks. It's not like it's, you know, this is something I'm gonna be keeping for a long, long, long time. So I'll keep working at it. And my hope is that eventually he will find the joy in the exercising, that he will find the pleasure in the movement and not feel as confined inside. He does like sleeping on it a lot. Here's my complaint about the One Fast Cat exercise wheel. My big fat 24-pound cat likes to use it as a scratching post. It is not designed to be a scratching post. It has this foam, this self-adhesive foam. You peel off the strips and you lay it on, and there are a few different colors you can get. I got turquoise blue because turquoise blue is my favorite color. And when the sunlight hits it, it kind of looks like a portal to another universe, or a little bizarre. But as he's scratched it, he's pulled off chunks of it. And I've had these sticky pieces of turquoise blue foam everywhere in my home. Large chunks, little chunks, they get everywhere. and I'm going to have to replace all this foam because aesthetically, it looks terrible. If I were going to recommend getting the One Fast Cat exercise wheel to anyone, I would say get the black foam, because it's a black base, and that way if they scratch it up, it won't look like anything. It won't show. When I will call them and I will get some replacement foam to put on this at some point, and I will get the black. Or I may even get a carpet, but if you get a carpet, you want to get something that their claws aren't going to get caught in, because they are running on it, and if their claw got caught, they could get hurt. So that's my complaint on it. My friend Nancy has 4 cats. Yes. Hi, honey. You're crazy. You're a crazy cat lady. That's okay. I can say that because I'm a crazy cat lady, even though I only have 2. She got the One Fast Cat in all black, and truly much better call, much better idea. It looks better. Definitely going to replace it with a black. It's going to be a much better solution. But I'm going to let Nancy tell you about her experience with her cats.
Hi, I'm Nancy O'Brien, and this is Winterfell. I don't know how much he's going to cooperate here, but anyway, that was Winterfell, and I want to talk to you about the One Fast Cat that I got. I originally got it just to keep my cats in shape, to burn off some extra energy, and what ended up happening was something that was unexpected. I got my cat Winterfell when he was 4 months old. He had severe ear infections in both ears. And hi, Dexter. Once the infections were cleared up, we were able to notice that Winterfell had a polyp in his left ear, which required surgery. And I took him to a specialist, and the surgeon said he was extremely healthy otherwise, but he needed to have that polyp removed, or else eventually it would just get bigger and bigger and he would not make it. Now the surgeon actually said that one of the side effects was that Winterfell, since he was so young, he would always have a permanent tilt to his head, and he would always be a little bit off balance. I didn't have a problem with that, and Winterfell didn't have a problem with that. So we did the surgery, and he came out doing extremely well. He seemed pretty happy, and he was not in pain anymore. So his balance was a little off, so he wasn't one of your typical cats that would jump up on furniture or countertops or anything high. He stayed low to the ground, but he was very sweet. So I get the One Fast Cat, and I could tell he was watching the other cats use it. The first cat to go on it was Dexter, my orange kitty Dexter, and he was a pro. He just kept going and going and going. And the whole time Dexter was on the One Fast Cat, Winterfell would sit there and just watch, and I knew he wanted to try it. And then Monty was the second cat who decided to use the One Fast Cat. The same thing. Monty would go on the One Fast Cat, and Winterfell would sit there and watch, and I could tell he really wanted to use it. So one day, all by himself, Winterfell decided to try out the One Fast Cat. So he started using 2 feet, and then he put 3 feet on, so he's still holding his balance with the fourth foot. So he put 3 feet on, and then he would still hold his balance with his 4th foot. And he was getting pretty good at it. And then one day he got on, and he was very determined, and we can learn a lot from Winterfell. Very determined. He got up on all 4 feet and was just moving along with that One Fast Cat. Well, after that, I couldn't get him off of it, so he tended to get on the cat 6 a.m. every morning and would do a few laps. And I couldn't get mad at him because he was just doing it himself. His confidence was built up. He built up his confidence, and he started acting more like a regular cat. and he started jumping up on things, and he started climbing the cat trees more and being more of a cat really. And now I got more cats on my kitchen countertops because he is all over the place. So yes, I have one more cat on top of my kitchen countertops. So one thing the One Fast Cat did was not only to provide my cats with exercise and fun, but it gave Winterfell his confidence back and made him just a regular cat. That was something completely unexpected, that he came out of his shell.
So I don't know about you, but I like spoiling my babies. If you have cats and you've been thinking about the One Fast Cat exercise wheel, it's expensive. It takes up some space. It gave me a better relationship with my wild feral cat that I never expected to have. I'm hopeful that in time I can get my big fat cat to exercise on it. But if not, I'm still very satisfied with my purchase for that reason. And Nancy is very satisfied with her purchase because 3 of her 4 cats use it. Naturally, her fattest cat doesn't use it either, and that just may be these cats are not really motivated to exercise. I could be more dedicated and try harder. But that's my experience with the One Fast Cat exercise wheel for cats. I'm very pleased with it. If I had to do it again, I would. Thanks for watching. Love you bunches. Drop your comments down below. How do you exercise your cats? Do you? Do you have cats that misbehave? They need a little attention. They get bored too, especially if they're indoor cats or if it's winter time. So if you're thinking about maybe getting a crazy cat lady exercise wheel for your cats, I'd say, yeah. Oh, by the way, something that really convinced me, they do have a money back guarantee. I believe you have, gosh, you'd think I'd have looked it up before making this video, but that's for organized people. But let's just say it's 30 days. Let's say it's 1 month. If you can't get your cats to use it in 1 month, you can return it for a full refund. So I thought that made it kind of worth my while. So I got a 50% use rate in my household. Nancy has a 75% use rate in her household. Something to think about. Cats that aren't bored are cats that are happy. Happy cats mean happy you. Thanks for watching. Drop your comments down below. Love you bunches. And let sequel take us out of this video. Go sequel, go sequel, go sequel, go. Come on, go sequel, go sequel, go sequel, go. Yeah, that's not gonna catch on. Okay, stop talking, Monique. You are doing so good, Suki. I know this is like the longest, most boring video ever, but I've never seen him on the wheel for this long, and I just On our way. Good kitty, Sequel. Good boy. What a good boy you are. Good boy. Good kitty. Good kitty.